Bienvenidos a Barón. Come in.
Barón DaParré, an acclaimed international fashion photographer, has impacted the U.S. Hispanic industry for 4 decades, launching careers in 64 countries and becoming a true Miami icon. Barón's passion for photography began at a young age.
In 1965, my grandfather said, if you behave good, I'm gonna let you take a picture with my camera. So that was like, oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. So I did. And when I took that photo and I saw it back like 20 days later, it's obviously a black and white film, I was like, wow, I was so impressed. And to me as a child, it was like I was able to stop time. And then, after that, I came to the United States at age 12. My mom gave me a 110 camera and I started messing around with that. And that was the beginning. The business started after I got out of the Marines, and then I started working at a place that was called the Omni International. Here I am, I'm the assistant director of security for the Omni. I liked photography, and there was all this beautiful Venezuelan women back in the days, and I was like, oh my God, let me start taking pictures of them. I didn't know what I was doing as a fashion photographer, but I got my first opportunity with John Robert Powers. It was a modeling agency at the time. Later on, I felt that this is what I want to do. And I fell in love with it.
Even though his beginnings were challenging, Barón mastered photography through determination. His self-taught skills formed who he really is today.
I went through a lot of hard times, a lot of adversity. Most of my things were self-taught, that I actually had to go and learn things by myself. There was no internet that I could go out and learn and find out. It was very hard back in the days. It was film. So you had to be good at it because you had to take the picture and do it right. Otherwise, there was no post, there was no editing. You had to be good. So we went through very hard times getting in there. But through the years, you study, you're learning. And I always say something, it's like, do what you love what you do. And when you're passionate about that, something good is bound to happen.
Barón's philosophy of sharing knowledge has led him to mentor countless photographers, transforming them into now colleagues.
A lot of the photographers that were in Miami, obviously, they didn't want to give you all of their secrets and stuff like that. So as part of that, I created a program where I've given the opportunity to dozens, if not hundreds of photographers that I can account for that have actually become successful. I don't see other photographers as a competition. I see them as colleagues, because I found through 46 years of doing this in 64 countries that I get a lot more satisfaction by giving than by receiving.
Knowing the importance of education and motivation, Barón is dedicated to inspiring and empowering the next generation.
As a high school dropout, I started an anti-dropout program that I created by myself, and it's very simple. I would go to all of the career days in many schools throughout the county, and I still do that, and I tell them my story. And I tell them how anyone can be successful as long as you're passionate about what you want to do and how you want to do. As an educator, that is just one face of that. As a photographer, we created what we called our B-Girls. That program that was for my daughter, we expanded it to teaching others. By sharing part of our growth and part of our learning, I think that we're kind of like teaching and guiding the younger generation to become pillars in our community and become role models for other girls and guys to follow.
His dedication and love for his career has opened many doors.
Back in the days, if you wanted to be successful and be it, you had to be in South Beach when it first opened up. And here I am, the little Cuban guy in Southwest 8th Street, and Julio Iglesias was coming to me, the angle was coming to me. I had a great opportunity where another producer friend of mine, he says, hey, I'm doing a video for this lady in West Palm Beach. She's a well-known singer. Would you like to be her photographer? And I said, sure, no problem, I'll go. And when I get there, I'm like, I'm gonna be the photographer for Celine Dion? And I was like, wow.
Barón's love for the city of Miami is profound, where he has become not only a photography ambassador, but also a community activist.
Miami is everything to me. I have the opportunity to live anywhere in the world that I can. I've chosen Miami to be my city, and I feel that I am an ambassador of the city of Miami, and not only in the area of photography. I've always been concerned to watching out and improving the quality of life of our city, and that's what makes me proud and passionate about it. I know the beauty of it. I know the beauty of the people. I know my city, and I love my city.
Looking back at his life trajectory, Barón believes that true success lies in passion and gratitude.
I would not change a thing. I'll take all of the adversities that I went through. I'll take all the crying that I went through. I don't want to change a thing. I'll take it all because that's who I am. Loving what you do is key to having a good life. It's not having $1 million in the bank. It's not driving a Ferrari. It's not. Okay? Be grateful for what you have. Whatever it is, be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you've accomplished. And thank God every morning and every night for everything that He has given you.